I'm Randy Reid, editor of the Edison Report, and we are here at Light and Building, and I am with Hanson Chen from Meteor. Hanson, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Randy.
Well,
how you doing?
Good. It's good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
And for our audience, I visited his booth, which is in Hall 4.1.
That's right.
And a very nice booth. And
Thank
tell me again about this Nova Bolt.
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, Randy, thank you so much for having me. We are showcasing today, well, for the next 6 days or so, our latest fixture called the Bolt Nova.
Bolt Nova. Okay,
That's
had
right.
it reversed.
No, that's all right. That is a fixture that can go all the way up to 147,000 lumens.
Okay,
So it's
I
packing
saw
quite
it.
a lot of light.
I saw it.
Yes, sir.
And there's absolutely no glare because
Zero.
it's indirect.
It's indirect lighting, and we're helping illuminate other people's booths.
Well, I guess you are.
Yes, we are.
But I'm starting to do a little bit of pickleball.
Yes.
And-
So a lot of some of our, so it's been launching, we've launched it on Edison Report about 2 weeks ago now.
Right.
And although it's a natatorium rated fixture predominantly, some of our initial projects were for pickleball clubs, volleyball courts, areas where indirect lighting is key to, the specific sports that is being played in a venue. And it's being designed and specified as we speak, and there's a lot of interest
And
in that type of product.
of course, it's dimmable.
Yes,
But
sir.
we also talked about color a
Yes,
little bit, and I found that
absolutely.
fascinating.
Yes.
So share with our audience
Yeah.
what you're doing with color.
So at Meteor, we have 70% of our projects last year were still static white, but
Okay.
a surprising amount of projects, about 20% or so, was color changing, specifically RGBW. We're hearing more
20%?
20%.
That blows me away.
That's right. And around 4% is our tunable white, and 6% is our remaining kind of solar LED products. So 20% was color changing. We're hearing more and more kind of odd terminology in the market. Have you ever heard of a gymatorium?
No.
Where a gymnasium is not just the gymnasium. They're making it in the use of a space of an auditorium space. They have career fairs, they have events. Of course, they've got games where they try
In
to
high schools?
in high
college?
schools, colleges, from K to
Interesting.
12. It's very interesting where the gymnasium is now more and more multifunctional in its use. So. And a lot of times they would supplement the adding of color by adding some theatrical lighting or
Right.
splash of RGB here and there. So it's a lot more focused now on specifiers and lighting designers to not just have the workable white light, but incorporate a little bit of the RGB as well. When a game is on, or perhaps an event, or the team wins a game, for example, that's where
Right.
the RGB gets into effect.
Okay. I find that fascinating. And you are producing the product now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
It's readily available on our website, and it's shipping right away as we speak.
Okay, so Hanson, tell our audience a little
Yes, sir.
bit about why you are exhibiting here in Frankfurt at
Yep.
Light and Building.
Yeah, thank you, Randy. Yeah. Meteor and Light and Building, we go way back, actually.
Well, you were here in 2018.
That's right,
But
that's
you
right.
weren't here the last
Because of the
year.
COVID
Okay.
situation. So 2020, 2021, when they kind of reopened it, we actually forgoed exhibiting until we had a better footing in the market. There's not a lot of U.S. manufacturers actually here today. Around 10 or so, solid ones and it's surprising because when we go back home, we see that there's so many manufacturers in the playing field. And so one of the reasons why Meteor is actually organically came to Europe, the Europe market and also the Middle East market, is because of a lot of design work from New York, Atlanta, those design hubs that specified Meteor abroad, not just at home. And so that kind of spurred us in the direction to land ourselves and find representatives that really know the Meteor brand and can help us close out these projects.
And where are you now globally?
So right now, apart from North America, the US and Canada, we currently have representation in Scandinavia. So that's Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland, believe it or not. And then we've also got great partners in the Netherlands, the UK, and also the Middle East.
And is that Huda?
That is Huda Lighting. That is. So they're great partners of us, and we've been working with them for about 2 years or so now.
Okay. So how do you find margins in Europe
Absolutely, yeah.
compared to America?
Definitely a lot lower. From the business perspective, of course, in North America, we are able to control pricing a little bit more, whilst when we step into the European and Middle East markets, we know that our partners have got to take on the taxes, the duties,
Right.
and so we are not able to get as much margins. However, the type of projects also warrants that, because one of our first opportunities, Randy, was illuminating a convention center space. Now you can imagine.
I remember that from our past discussions.
Yes, sir. A convention space takes a lot of lights. So the opportunity is there. However, the margins are, it's all right.
Okay, I understand.
Yes,
okay, Dubai Expo 2020.
Yes, sir.
You were there for that. What were you doing?
So we helped illuminate the Dubai Exhibition Center.
Okay.
This was, unfortunately, got slightly affected by COVID, but Dubai had this fantastic Expo 2020 where they had, different pavilions from various countries
Right.
being on site. And unfortunately, it was only open for about half a year or so to the public.
Okay.
But that was a fantastic project. And that really sparked interest in Meteor in the region.
Okay. We've talked about Bolt Nova. Tell me what else you're showing here.
So yes, we're debuting today at Light and Building as well as Leducation in a couple of weeks. Our new kind of addition, the Whiz 2.0. It's our flagship architectural high bay, but now not just as a direct lighting, it's got indirect lighting as well.
Really?
Yes, sir.
When did you add that?
It's not even announced yet. The
Okay,
press release is about to. It's about
Okay.
to. You're about to receive that inbox.
Okay.
soon.
Whiz 2.0 with
Yes, sir.
indirect lighting.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
excellent.
And not just indirect, just static white, Randy. As with everything Meteor, we're kind of over-engineer ourselves. So we've got color changing, uplight as well as downlight as well. How fun is that?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Different colors you can.
Different colors. We can do RGB uplight, white downlight. We can have white plus RGB on both sides as well. So
Okay.
that's something very exciting on our booth. that
Whiz
we're-
2.0.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The Whiz 2.0.
Hanson, thank you.
Thank you so much, Randy.